They thought it might be malignant too. Never paid attention to that. Yep, the codes are pretty close. You got a sister, MK, living in Tennessee? Oh, I'm sorry. It keeps kicking you out. That's mean. That's mean. Well, if any of y'all are ever in the Vegas area, let me know. If y'all ever come on vacation out here, I'm not far from there. I live closer to Laughlin, which is like a mini Vegas, but I'll come have a hot tea or a drink with you on the Strip in Vegas if y'all are ever around. Show you my favorite places to eat. There's a parenthetical under the 160 for laparoscopic Yep. Very true, very true. They're wanting to know, do you understand? And see that little parenthetical. That's really cool. Good job. I know a lot of y'all do come to Vegas every once in a while. Everybody comes at least once in their lifetime, and I'm not too far from there. I used to help do contract work with one of the home health agencies there, Desert View, and help get them compliant so that the home health agency owner could sell it. But we are right, that building is right at the end of the airport. Literally, the driveway for the airport ends at their front doors. So the planes would come over that building and just shake us and rattle and roll us as they were taking off or landing right there, literally in front of their doors. The literal runway ends right there at their front doors. I'd only go in one day a week, but we'd make it like on Friday, and then I'd just stay the weekend and then do my training and do the corrective actions on Friday, and then go out to the Strip on the weekends or go swimming, whatever. So I'll never get over that airplane runway just ending at their front door. It's crazy. The amount of jet fuel, man, on top of that building. All right, we've got our... These two are super close. The 49000. That owner, he paid me well, and he even hired one of my kids to run around town and get the signatures we needed for doctor's orders, because that's one of the things they used to get in trouble for, is not having signatures for everything, just a verbal order. Well, we need a signature at some point. So I send my kid around with the orders and getting the doctor's signature around Vegas. But he promised when he sold that business that I and somebody else would be getting a bonus because of all the extra work we were doing. And of course, he sold the business and ghosted us. Get things in writing, people. Okay. All right. So probably the modifiers will keep you out of trouble on this one, more so than anything else. If you start looking at some of the codes, but you notice that your modifiers are all different for every single answer, that might be the route to go. So what do you think about that? We've got to return to the OR. You have to figure out if it's a staged event, if it was on purpose, or if it was unplanned, or different physicians, or the same physician. Everybody saying A? Then you don't have to go look up the CPT codes and see what the differences are on those. But once you figure out what the answer is, don't let the opportunity slide to go look and see what all the differences are on all these CPT codes and then write those differences down. So our 9000 is just to explore. Our O2 is to reopen. Our 10 is also to explore. And then what else am I supposed to be doing? The 4. The 402, where is the 402? 402 is foreign body removal. So I guess leaving a sponge is most definitely a foreign body removal. They did say they were exploring, so that's why they picked 2 of those codes up here that both say explore. But if you didn't notice that they did go in and remove a sponge, you wouldn't put it together that it was a foreign body removal. But luckily, this question had all those differences in those modifiers. Thank you for all the love hearts. I see them floating by. Yep, that's it. That's the last one I had prepared for today. So I'm 15 minutes early. Look at my poor book did not survive today. The whole page fell out in the 4000s today. It's just completely gone. Completely gone. We had some good ones in tutoring today. Has anybody got any questions on any of the codes? I didn't have time to type all of them up, but we found some really cool ones today. And I'll get them typed. What's the key word if we have to put the foreign body removal? Because the other ones were just exploring with no real thing being done, but this was a foreign body removal. Nothing else there had a foreign body removal. Besides the foreign body removal? I don't know. Let's see. 402. Nothing. That's just was the peritoneal cavity, was that important? Did they have that listed in the question? They just put abdomen. There's no peritoneal cavity. They did say cavity. Cavity matches. These other ones do not have the word cavity, but that CPT code right here has cavity in it. So maybe we could match up with that too. Yeah, but cavity. The only CPT code that has cavity in it is the 402. See? 400. That's it could be a biopsy. Incision through the abdomen into the space between. I have not. Mr. Alex has not gotten back to me. You know, AAPC has committees and things, so it's hard for them to do anything fast. We're talking about the sticky notes, right? About if we can use the transparent ones because we won't be making any new space. Let's see. I haven't even gotten my prizes yet from Alex that I won last month that he's supposed to be sending. But yeah, my last contact was June 22nd. Haven't heard from him. And he's supposed to be mailing me some stuff because I won on June 7th. It's July 8th. I still haven't even gotten that stuff yet. Supposed to be a bunch of goodies, some pullover hoodies and mugs and things, but haven't heard a thing. But they have all those committees and stuff that have, have to pull teeth to get anything from them. Where else was we at during today's tutoring that we found was interesting? After the exam, you found them. Huh? Don't worry about it. Leave it there. It's okay. This is pretty cool to know. There's 3 different Lefort fractures of the face. The first one is below the nose, which is important to know if you had an anatomy question, and I think it's exam C that might have something like this. Which one of these types of fractures is below the nose or below the nasal, whatever? It's the first one, fracture 1, and then they have a fracture 2 and a fracture 3, but the fracture 2 is on the bridge, and then the fracture 3 is more orbital eye area. So that's kind of nice. Yeah. She checked her book and didn't even notice the sticky notes. Oh my. Yeah, everybody stresses over that, but literally all they do is this, and they're just looking for whited out brand sheets of paper that have been whited out that you wrote in notes on top of the printed type. But you can write whatever you want, wherever you want. Absolutely. As long as it's on all the free available white space. You have tons of it, for sure. Tons and tons. There's another one of those sinuses areas. Oh, come on. This camera, I should really do this on my new phone instead of the old phone, but there, that one right there. This picture is on page 712 of the ICD10 book, and those different types of sinuses, one of their anatomy questions is like which one is not part of your sinuses. So you just run to this picture and pick the one that's not listed there. They asked that question on the sinuses C. She had exam C, so that's our rough book question. So ethmoid, splenoid, frontal, and maxillary. And then they put in one more that wasn't on there. And they like this chromosome picture, which is on the very next page, the 713. So which chromosome is the one that produces children with cystic fibrosis? And it's chromosome 7. And that's what that picture is describing. Some obscure random chromosome that you're supposed to know by a coder. Why would a coder need to know a chromosomal genome? It's just the doctor would order which one they wanted done, and we would code off of that. But why we would need to know the medical makeup of that, I don't know. But anyway, some of their stuff is quite random, but it's in the book. So pay attention to the little weird pictures that are just randomly put in places. Those make a difference. Not the full page pictures, but the random pictures in the middle of codes. That's where they're getting some of this crazy foolishness that's in the CPC exam. There's the glaucoma and pointing out where it is. Yeah. I've got to work on the what's been on the exam the last 45 days and add some clinical examples and things to it so that I can at least go over it during a workshop or something. So I've still got to work on that. Chromosomes are always hard. They are. They really are. This is the pain ones that I did. That was a fun rabbit hole to go down and get all the guidelines associated with pain in the central nervous system. That was fun. Whether it was due to psych issues or other ones, that was fun to go through. The COVID, I was so happy to finally get all that finished. And then I was asking these questions the other day. How many pairs of nerves do you have in the spinal area? And then there's another one about how many pairs of nerves do you have in your cranial area, and those numbers change. So be sure to know those two. I'm on page 581 and 582. Random things like that are super close because they're both pairs of nerves, but they're two different subjects. They love that kind of stuff. It makes them happy to find weird stuff like that to ask about. And which one of those nerves stimulates the oral cavity to produce saliva? They like that question too. Why we would need to know, I don't know. All the gestational or pre-existing or type 1 diabetes is all done. I'm so glad I got that done. And that's my notes for the guidelines for cancer. Got all that done. The sepsis done. And the HIV done. So that's cool. Now I just need to do the external causes. And then I need, with the adverse effect, got to get that done. And I wonder what else. Yeah, I need to do some on baby genetics, because they did a lot of stuff on the exams about Down syndrome, cystic fibrosis, some of those genetic things that you're born with, babies being born. So I need to get those guidelines over there into that area. 31 pairs on the spinal, and then 12 on the other, somewhere around there. How many lobes are in the pair of kidneys? How many lobes are in the right or the left of the lungs? Yep. That question was on your exam. We're going to have kidneys probably here somewhere that should have that done. The different layers of the stomach. I told y'all earlier about that right there. Seen that on the exam. Anything listed like that. What parts are in your small intestines? What parts are in your large intestines? They love it. Love it, love it, love it. Where are the kidneys? You'd think they'd do more of the dermis and stuff, but that's the lymph nodes. I had, which one? Is that the nerves? And there's got to be an answer in this diagnosis code book somewhere. Where is CKD? Let's see. Where's renal? There's got to be an answer in the book. Oh, I'm in OB. N18. I'm coming, Chloe. They got the little pictures here, but that's all just stones. The anatomy of the kidneys. Does not make adrenaline. It does not know your functions of the kidneys. They're right there. They'll ask you which one is not a function of the kidney. Right there. Do we think the lobes are listed here? I wonder. That's male reproductive, urinary, ureters, kidneys, kidneys, kidneys. Yep. In pairs. I thought you said in Paris for a minute. The anatomies of the kidneys. It's got to be here somewhere. Listed somewhere. Gotta be. Especially if they asked you the question. It's got to be listed somewhere in this chapter. A picture. That's the prostate. Could be in the... Nope, it's got to be here somewhere. Don't know. I'll have to keep finding it. I'll bring up the electronic version and do a search of it. But I think if y'all don't have, you Googled it, 7 to 9, that won't help though. There's got to be an answer in the book. Because if they're going to ask us, they swear that the answer is in our book somewhere. I can Google and see if... Not Google, but I can bring up my copy of the ICD10 book and then just do a word search and see if I can't find lobes, kidney lobes, that way and see where it's listed. It could be in the CPT book if we look in that one too, in the urinary. Are we purple for that? No, that's digestion. Light purple. Do I have it down? I got parts of the kidneys. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I got 7 parts to the kidney. I think the question that comes in my exam, they might repeat. I hope so. Well, I truly hope you get A or B because I know you'll rock them. Those are going to be too easy for you, actually. But I hope you get A or B. All right, guys, I'm going to go on and end it. Thank you. I think this is my very first time I've ever gotten 10,000 likes. So thank you guys so much. We will be doing another live on Monday for 2 hours in the evening again. I'll be doing book prep this Saturday night and Sunday night on YouTube. And I will be around if y'all need me. You're very welcome. I'm happy to help. And for those that are coming up on their exams soon, best of wishes. I know we have somebody in like 9 more hours to take their exam. So best wishes for sure. MK, I'm still working on that. I was trying to do cardiology, lab path, and E&M, but y'all have asked me to do what's been on the exam the last 45 days in a more detailed way or go over it. So I was trying to incorporate that too. So I know. I got to fill that out and send it out to everybody to let them know what we're doing on the 17th. It's 11 now. Good night, Reg. I'll get some rest. I will see y'all again on Monday, but if not, I'll be on YouTube Saturday night and Sunday night to do some book prep. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Oh, I'm doing a workshop. It'll be a Zoom class with all of you, and it'll just be question to question to question. Just 3 hours of a bunch of practice questions and how I would attack them. If you want to sign up for it, it's on my page at medicalcodingbyjen.com, and it's $10, and you'll get, if you can't attend, you can still watch the replay. Also, I was trying to find it. Even if you can't attend. But I'm not sure. I don't have that site up. Yep. Medical Coding by Jen. I don't have it up right now. I don't guess. Nope. I got AMA. Everything else. I do have it up. So if y'all want to join the Discord group, just come to the social link page and then click Join Now. That'll join you into the Discord. But also if you go to Book Online, that'll take you to the workshop on Sunday the 17th. So it's a $10 workshop for 3 hours. And I won't be visiting. The boys won't be around to distract me. And be sure and visit CPT Book Prep, because that actually shows you how to prep your CPT book. If you just click on the pictures, it'll give you the instruction, but it also tells you how to do the ICD10 and gives you the guideline, one-sheeter prep info on some guidelines too, so it's all free. But anyway, all the social medias, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, are all here with our Discord group. But I hope to see you guys later. Book prep on YouTube later, maybe go-kart. I don't know. YouTube is just random. I'll announce it in our Discord chat room and our Facebook chat. Whenever I get a second and the kids go to bed, I've got to get up early in the morning for Tokyo tutoring because of the time change. So I've got to get prepared for that. But Saturday, it's usually in the evenings. And then Sunday too, after everything's calmed down and the kids are ready to go to bed, I'll get on and do book prep where y'all can watch me do page by page. The replays will be on YouTube too, so you can watch those too later. Hey, Mean. I can't wait for you to take your exam. You are going to rock it so hard. You're going to do such a good job. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining in.